We just want to encourage you in the new year. We've already said it. Happy New Year.
Challenge you.
That's right. That's right.
It's always a possibility that when you hit a new year, you get a fresh start.
That's right. And I've heard you say it over and over, in pastoring and leading the church. They didn't have a party in heaven last year for last night, bringing in the new year. Nope. But for us, I do think it's kind of a benchmark of like some examination of maybe the year before.
Thanks for joining the Home Matters Podcast with Eric and Gina Boggs, where they lead authentic, raw discussions about marriage, family life, kids, intimacy, and sex from a biblical perspective. Here's your host, Eric and Gina Boggs.
And I meant to bring my whistle.
Happy New Year.
I meant to bring my... You know those things you blow in and they roll out?
Yeah, but it don't go. It goes.
I meant to bring one either way.
2025. Wow.
I mean, can I just be honest for a minute?
Yeah.
I thought
I hope
Jesus
you're honest
would
all
have come.
the time.
Oh.
What?
I am. I thought Jesus would have come by now.
Oh, well, didn't we all?
I know when I was younger. Right. Yeah. I mean, to think of 2025.
That seemed like really when you were younger, and all these younger people out here listening, maybe they're thinking, oh my God.
They think we're so old.
But the reality is when we were younger, I never thought we'd be in 2025. I mean, that was like space age.
Yeah. That was like
back
Jetsons.
in the 80s and 90s.
Know who the Jetsons are?
Yeah.
You remember the Jetsons?
Yes, Lord, I remember the Jetsons. It's a great show, but it was a cartoon. But anyway, here we are, 2025.
I mean, we are still here.
And can we say to you,
Happy New Year.
New Year. And
you look good for 2025.
You look really good for 2025. And again, man, what a great day. Again, we're just going to take a few minutes.
Yeah, I know it's New Year's Day, and I know you probably got your collards cooking and whatever you eat today. Black eyed peas, turkey, I don't know, whatever you eat. But maybe you are, getting your dinner ready or whatever.
Isn't the collards like that's money?
Collards is the dollars, black eyed peas is the cents.
It's the pennies.
The pennies, yeah.
Yeah, people say, I ain't doing pennies. I need at least.
I know, but I do love some black eyed peas and cornbread.
It's delicious. I love this food today. And
you like this food, Christmas food, don't you?
I do. I really do. I like the collards and
but we're just going to take a few minutes, not 20 minutes today, okay? Just a little bit. We just want to encourage you in the new year. We've already said it. Happy New Year.
Challenge you.
That's right. That's right.
And with that, we just say, hey, it's a new year. And with that, it's always a possibility that when you hit a new year, you get a fresh start.
That's right. And I've heard you say it over and over, in pastoring and leading the church. God, they didn't have a party in heaven last year for last night, bringing in the new year. Nope. But for us, I do think it's kind of a benchmark of like some examination of maybe the year before, some anticipation, some reality checks about going forward. So that's kind of what we just want to throw at you today, just understanding that it is a good time for a new beginning.
Oh, it's a great time.
Maybe 2024 was awesome. Maybe it was terrible.
New Year's resolutions that last just a couple of days. Or maybe you really have, who knows, maybe this can be the year, right?
That's right.
2025, you do realize some of you are moving out of 2024 and you're saying, thank God that year's gone.
That's right.
I know for some of us, I mean, even our family, it was not an easy year, but at the same time, it's a new day.
Yeah.
It's a fresh start.
And even in all that, I mean, we don't know what 2025 holds. None of us do.
We never do.
But we do know, it used to be an old song we sang when I was a little girl in church. I don't know who holds tomorrow, or I don't know what tomorrow will bring, but I know who holds tomorrow.
I don't know I don't know about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Many things. I was trying to remember the words, but anyway.
I know. The essence is that God is going to be with me.
I know who holds my hand. That's the last
part. That God's just going to be with us. in it.
Oh, we're going to trust
And
Him. And
absolutely. God help us.
that's the decision we make today.
Mm-hmm.
So
Make
if we
that
do
decision
hit those places,
going in the new year.
that we have to wear that, you
That's
never
right.
know. And
He said that He would, we talked about it the last time we were together, Emmanuel, God with us. He has come, and He won't leave us, even if we have to
Right.
walk through things we don't enjoy. We say that, man, God, He'll go with us, right?
yeah, He will. Let's just talk for a minute about new beginnings and how
Mm-hmm.
what we can do to get a good start into the new year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that one of the things we have to do first is recognize that God is all about new. He is
Yes,
all
He
about
is.
making
So many
new.
scriptures, man.
It's all about
we
making
look
things
at.
new.
Mm-hmm.
And again, just some scriptures, if you would, just kind of hit those
Let me
real
share a
quick.
few, okay? Isaiah 43, verses 18 and 19. Do not remember the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a what?
A new
A
thing.
new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a road in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
Yeah, and I think that in that, again, I always use this phrase to kind of go along with that passage. It says God will, basically what He's saying, I'm going to do some unexpected things in some unexpected places.
That's right.
But here's the thing, God said, it's going to be known. He said, don't you realize, don't you see it?
That's right.
Will you not know it? And I think that there's some things out there in this next year that I believe God can do and wants to do in your life.
Absolutely. In your life individually,
Yeah.
in the life of your family, your children, in your relationship, if
Your
you are
marriage.
listening, husband and wife,
Good.
in your marriage, unexpected things. Maybe you have lost your excitement, your expectation of what God could do. Maybe
Yeah.
you've just kind of been living in a rut. Man, God will do some unexpected things in your life.
Yeah, I think that again, for us to just kind of make it applicable to where we are today, again, God is all about the new.
Yes.
Revelation 21, it says this, Jesus there, He says, the one that sat on the throne said, behold, I make all things new.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that again, that everything about our lives as followers of Christ, that He's always in the business of renewing and restoring.
Yes.
That's the reason we don't have to hold on what has been, because He's always working on what is, what is
right.
to come.
He's always working for our future, for our best, right?
Sure. But again, for that to be recognized as His nature, 2 Corinthians 5, we know verse 17, it says that I've been made, we're a new creature in Christ.
New creatures in Christ, right.
So again, God is up to making new every day. It's not just something that we start January 1.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a good benchmark.
Fact, when you woke up this morning, I mean, you could say, well, I don't really feel a whole lot different than I did yesterday.
Right.
Or in this whole last year. I'm still aggravated. I'm still
might feel
agitated,
worse.
frustrated.
You
I'm
might
tired.
be thinking, oh, God.
I know, I'm tired. Maybe I don't. But it's not, again, man, we say this a lot too. It's not about how I feel.
Right.
All right. It's about what I know. And what I know is God says there are some unexpected things that can happen in my life that I have just maybe given up on, that I've quit believing Him for, the progress that He's called us to make.
Yeah, and I want to make sure we stop there a minute and talk about progress.
Yes.
Because again, it can become almost like an ambition or selfish kind of drive.
Yeah.
And that's not what we're talking about. But what we're asking you is, maybe as we start in this new year, just look at the places in your life and just say, hey, I want to make progress there. I want to make progress in my parenting. I want to make progress in my career. I want to make progress with my friends. I want to do better. And again,
I want to grow in my relationship with my spouse.
Yeah.
I want to grow in my relationship with God. God, grow me up through some of the things.
So all we're saying is, as we start into 2025, just give room. And can we create some anticipation?
Yeah.
Some expectation that, hey, God is really, Jeremiah 29:11, I know my thoughts for you. They're thoughts of good, not evil.
That's right.
That He's prepared for you a future and a hope. And again, I think that if you can live with that sense of expectation.
Live with that expectation and that anticipation of just, man, what is God going to do today?
Yeah.
What is God going to do in our relationship? What is God going to do in our kids this year? I think that anticipation is such an important
Huge.
part of our walk with God, in our life, in our family. I share this a lot as Psalm 33:11, but I want to read it to you from the Passion Translation today. It says, He is talking about God. His destiny plan for the earth stands sure. Listen, His forever plan remains in place and will never fail. What God has planned, Eric just said it, Jeremiah 29:11, what He has planned for us, maybe 2020, 21, 22, 23, and 24 were just a fail. But God's plan, the Word says His forever plan has not changed. And it hasn't changed for our relationship, for our family.
And I think our perception has to make sure, we have to make sure that our perception is right, that our perception, we need better perspective. Sometimes we have to get the different light on it.
Yep.
But again, I just encourage you to allow things again to for there to be a God perspective and allow our perception about life, about our marriage, about raising kids, about our extended family, about the world we live in. You think about it, I'm just sitting here thinking, 2025, we are 5 years removed from the start of the year that brought in COVID. We are 5 years already removed from that. That is hard to believe.
Yeah, it is. That's
2020,
crazy.
what ushered in what was one of the most
I hadn't even
trying
thought about
times of our lifetime.
and a lot of people still walking around talking about the effect of 2020.
Yeah, sure.
Man,
they still are.
Thank you, Lord, for new mercy, new grace, faithfulness every day. Can we wash some of that from our thoughts, from our minds, and look forward to what God has for us in this year?
Because again, if we look at it from that standpoint, we get a God perspective. Even the things that don't seemingly go our way,
we can know
God is still working it.
He is working for our good.
It may have been, Genesis 50, Joseph looked at his brother and said, I know you meant it for evil, but God will turn it. He's turned it around and He's going to use it for good. So again, we just encourage you, again, all of your relationships.
That's right. Man, make some changes toward progress. God can do amazing things in our life, but that always takes our cooperation. So as we look into the new year, let's take our part. Let's do our part.
Just make up your mind. I'm going to grow.
That's right.
I'm going to make progress this year. We're going to make progress.
Yeah.
We're going to grow. We're going to go forward. We're not going to keep holding on to what's behind us. We're going to go forward. And in that, just watch God work.
That's good. Hey, a great thing to put on your calendar for every Wednesday in the new year is Home Matters Podcast, right? Join us. You don't have to watch it on Wednesday. That's when it drops, but you can watch it anytime.
Yeah, and it's not about us.
Can I give them something else to be great to do? Yeah, it's not about us. Go ahead and say that.
I think that we say things that are, we try to make sure we live our lives. We base everything from a biblical framework, biblical foundation, biblical perspective. But again, with that, it's a great thing.
Join the podcast. First Sunday of 2025 is coming up. Man, if you don't have a church home, get to Beach Springs.
Beach Springs
there
Church.
He is, right there. He's repping for it. But if you got
a
church home, go
year.
there. Find you a good group of people. And one more good thing to start.
What?
Sign up for the Marriage Matters Getaway. Yeah, you still got time. Yes, the room block closes the 15th of this month. So time's running out. About 2 weeks.
On matters.family, you can find out the link there and get registered through that.
I mean, that's 3 incredible things to start the new year with right there.
That's progress.
I helped you out. I helped you right there.
Happy New Year. We're done for the day. Didn't mean to take long, but again, hope you'll share hope you always share the podcast with some people. Again, not just for us, media. But we believe that what we say, we believe to our core, it can help you and grow you, and again, make you a healthier marriage, healthier family.
That's right. Love it.
God bless you.
Love you. Happy New Year, husband.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, all you listeners out there. Go get your black-eyed peas and cornbread.
Happy New Year. We'll see you next time.